Good morning. Welcome to the Well for the weekly reading, April 29th. And let's all take a moment to just tune in. Feel into something you're grateful for. Think about your life this week. What's something that occurred that you're grateful for, or what's something just going on in your system that you feel grateful for, and just take a moment to anchor that. I'm personally grateful that I had time out in my yard this morning for about an hour. I was just digging in the dirt. It was just so good. Dirt therapy. All right,
Very
so let's move into our powerful reading. Let's go. Angela.
all right. So the card that I got here is Spirit of Expansion. Spirit of Summer, and that's focusing on expansion.
Mm,
This reading's more like preparing us or laying the ground for the expansion that we're seeking.
mhm,
Um, that whatever that is, abundance, success, vitality, starting a new habit, whatever it is you have your eye on. And then we're quickly reminded with the creator card that we're we're in the driver's seat when it comes to creating our life. Everything that's been created to this point and everything that we create from now on is in our power. Now, and I always have to, give the caveat that it's not the circumstances that come at you. You don't create that. I don't create I don't know, the earthquake that took down my, garage or whatever, but I create my experience, the quality of my experience by in the way I respond to it. And
mhm,
that's the focus there, the way we respond to it. So we talked about that expansion and we're preparing ourselves for that expansion. And I got focus. And this goes right with the creator card. It's like, what direction are you looking in? Are you looking at all the ways you can't achieve this? Or in all the possibilities of how this could come about? And that is the crucial shift right there, a focused intention, and make sure it's almost laser focus in that toward that dream or that expansion that you're seeking.
mhm,
It's we lose, we fall off and we lose track sometimes, but it's really just regaining that practice. It's really just retraining your mind to focus
mhm.
on what you want opposed to what you don't want. And then I got release. No, I didn't. I think that's from for the second spread. I think I got it wrong. Then I got stillness. And this is as you have that focused
No, you
intention.
got release.
I was release. I got
Hmm.
switch. Sorry, because I stack them on top of each other. Release
Oh
is,
yeah, no, it
oh
was
yeah,
creator focus release. Yeah.
thank you for
Yeah.
always keeping me on track.
No, it's all
So
good.
after the focus, we have release. Now this is that
Mhm,
same thing. We said, what are you focused on what you want or what you don't want? And if there are things or energies or um, burdensome thoughts or beliefs or roadblocks that you perceive, those things can all fall away now because you've clarified your intention and you're shifting your focus to that. And this could also be people or relationships that have you bogged down. It doesn't mean you have to release it altogether and leave the relationship, but you can release your position in it or the way you hold and respond to the other. If there's some dense energy, shift it, take a step back and let the dense energy kind of dissipate. We don't always have to be in every single thing, right?
mhm,
Pulling off and finding our own alignment is really the trick. And then in the after the release, we've created space within our lives, and so now I got reveal what needs to be seen. Now there's room for new ideas to pop up or to rise up from within us, and we can focus on that. Then I got activation. This is wind. So
mhm,
we started out with intending on the expansion and putting our mind on it. Now we get to take that first step because we've cleaned our alignment, we've gotten ourselves focused on what we want, and now we get to move in that direction um, and toward the flow of prosperity, which came up fast quickly after that. Now you're in it. Now you're mostly only seeing possibility. right? Instead of the things that hold us back, or the attitudes, or the people, or the situations. You've cleaned that up. Now that's kind of all you see. And once that's it, once you take that step, you're in it. You're in that flow. And then the last card in this one I got is playfulness. And this is in the flow. This is dancing with the universe as you co-create toward that goal.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's be with the reading. Take a moment, go inside. Just see whatever's there for you. Dancing in the flow. What does it mean to dance in the flow of your life? Just take a moment to feel into what possibility do you want to create for your life this week through the power of intention. What's getting activated? What's being called forth? And just take a moment to feel that activation happen, feel that expansion happen, and take a deep breath and ground inside of that. And as you exhale, release anything that's no longer serving. And let's move into the second part of the reading.
Okay, so after that flow that we found ourselves in at the end, I got open up to change. And I can't remember what I just said in the session, but right now I'm feeling that this is, oh yeah, I said kind of careful what you wish for, kind of a thing. Sometimes in that flow, we could get a little inundated with all the possibility. And there's so many ways we could go now. Like now that you've cleared the arena,
Yeah.
so many choices, and it could get a little daunting. But it's the reminder that this is what we asked for. I asked for more movement, and now I have it. So the next card reminds us, just stick with the moment, stay in the moment. It's all unfolding. We don't have to grab and capture every phase of that moon in order to know that it will eventually become full again. We don't have to cling to every element or every detail. It's there, all the possibilities there, and we're on our way. And that more grounded energy. This is one thing I can do right now. I'm open up to change. There are so many possibilities. And here's the first thing I'm going to try without worrying about all the others, because you'll find your flow again once you start one by one, taking those little steps. All of this in the name of energy healing. If our internal energy and alignment is, at one with our core, it's almost like we're unstoppable. Now, as human beings, that's not something that we can get to and hold and maintain. We're not walking around like a bunch of gurus and saying, oh, life just doesn't affect. I mean, we're human. So we have things we're going to react to, right? But as often as we can return to our energy, and that could mean, incorporating a daily practice if you don't have one already, or if you have a morning meditation, add an evening one, or just so that there's enough balance in your day that's focused on your inner energy as well as the things you're achieving in the world. And then, of course, that stillness. This is that inner depth, that inner depth of connection to our deeper selves and our feelings, with the shown by the water there, and the time that we can take to just be with that, be at one with our inner being. Like we said, if it's a morning and an evening meditation, that could sandwich your day, and then you get a good night's rest and start all over. But it's really when you're there in your stillness, be in nothing else. And then I got beauty. This is the wood nymph. And this is reminding us to focus on those things that are working around us, or that are life affirming, or, I love to say nature and our pets and, small children they're all in the flow of their life. They're all present in the now. They're not thinking about 2 weeks ahead. That's the energy that helps us. When we can focus on the things that are going well, we get to have that more presence in that moment. And then I got change. And this is, remember at the beginning, we said, open up to change. And now we're in it. And the visual on this card is that wheel that spins around. And what we want to do is find that center
Mm-hmm.
because that change will never stop, right? That's the nature of the universe, is ever changing, ever flowing. But we can control our participation in it by staying aligned and staying in touch with our inner
Centered.
being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and instead of getting all dizzy and thrown off. With that cleaning of our energy and that alignment and that intent to continue to return to it, even though as humans we drop out of it, we're not
Mm-hmm.
always walking around in alignment, but the intent to return to it, that practice, right? Now we start to see our creation or our expansion or that thing we wanted to go toward showing up. We've planted all the seeds and then we've rested in the center of our energy to create space for it to bloom. And now we start to see the growth.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last card is the toadstools, which is another growth card.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of more of a sudden, all at once shift. And so maybe for some of us, shortly after, and shortly is not any timeline, it's just energetically. But what follows, the emergence and the noticing that, oh, this is coming to life. This thing I've been after is coming to life. Soon you'll find yourself just in it and it's happened and it's all around you and you're really, that's when you're really in the flow of your creation. And that's it for that.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, the flow just came through in so many different ways in the reading, the flow of the water, the flow of the lake, the flow of the air and the wind and activation, the flow of our connection with nature and the woods, and just the magic inside of that. So the magic of flow maybe is our theme this week
I
for the
love we did. We got all the elements in this one, didn't we?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And also that releasing, that ongoing practice of just like releasing, right? And being in flow means like this ongoing practice of releasing the past and releasing what no longer serves, and releasing the density of the energy that can keep us stuck and hold us back, and unburdening so that we can be in flow. So
It's
yeah.
really important. And even in times of high stress or busy schedules, I have a practice now. I'm not afraid of hard work, but I can get to where that's all I'm doing,
Mhm.
and but what I've gotten used to in the last year or so is creating that balance where I reserve a chunk of time at the end of my day, every day,
Mhm. Mhm.
for solitude
Mhm.
and quiet. I disconnect.
Mhm.
I dream a little,
Mhm.
right? I create in my mind and
And you integrate.
meditate and stop.
Yeah.
That sets the table for the next day of madness for me. And I end
Mhm.
up resting very well
Yeah.
because that time's my time and I have that to look forward to reset the day.
Yeah, those are great practice suggestions. I do something similar at the end of the day. I just clear all the interpretations, all of which is no longer serving, and I just get present. And those practices that allow for us to create our day and close out our day and release so we can go clear into the next day are just so essential.
Really important.
Yeah, thank you for that. So awesome. And take that spirit of play with you as well from the reading. There was a lot of play energy that came in. So, all right, beautiful. Thank you so much.